First of all, I want to wish you Happy New Year. And this is the first podcast recording of 2025 for me. And today I have a special guest with me. So we are starting and kicking off 2025 with a new series called Study in Sweden. I know how many of you asked me about it, and there are so many questions in your mind and doubts and queries. And I have never addressed or had like a in-depth session about studying in Sweden. So today we are going to do that. So hope you're interested, and it's going to be very interesting with practical information and why you are, why you have to come and study in Sweden. What are the positive points, and then how is the weather condition, job market. So we are going to address all these issues and topics in this particular podcast. So grab a cup of tea and let's get started. Welcome, Shabnat, to Mindspark podcast.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you for the invitation. It's my
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah,
So for our audience, can you just introduce yourself and like what kind of work you have been doing past few years in this particular field about studying in Sweden?
yeah, sure. So my name is Shamar Tajuddin. I'm originally from Kerala, and I moved to Sweden in 2014. So I came here for my master's. I completed my master's in production engineering, and in 2017 I started my PhD. And 2 years back I completed my PhD from Jönköping University. And while doing my PhD, I started helping students, and so far it's been like 5 years. I've been in this area helping a lot of students.
Okay.
I have helped around 100 students so far with specific questions, and I mean, it's overall process finding right university, right program, the visa support, the scholarship support. So it's like an end-to-end process, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, so my main focus is I started with Sweden, and then I slowly focusing on other countries like Finland, Denmark. Uh, so main focus is Scandinavian countries, but still I'm helping for Germany, Austria, Belgium, Netherlands, other countries as well.
That's amazing that you're giving them like a buffet of countries to choose from, because otherwise it becomes very difficult if you just select one country and then you don't get through. It's
Yeah,
always good to have options.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's their decision and preference, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, definitely. Oh, that's really nice that you're able to help so many people out here, and it's so important also because there are so much of misinformation, miscommunication around. So it's always good to have a good source of information. So can you tell our audience like what do you think, like why Sweden, is so lucrative for people here to come and study and settle, and also your experience. What is your experience? Because you also came here and you're living here, I think 6 years, right?
No, it's been 11 years now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I moved
Okay,
to
okay.
Sweden in 2014, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your experience, and tell if you can tell us,
Why
you can enlighten us with few
why
pointers.
someone should choose Sweden as a study destination? Yeah, that's a good question actually. Uh, because there are a lot of English-speaking countries outside, and
Yeah.
why someone should come to Sweden? There are a lot of unique things when it comes to Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can mention some of the points.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So first of all, it's a world-class education, and we all know many companies are rooted from Sweden, such as Volvo, Scania, IKEA. So one of the reason could be the quality of the education and the effort they put in the research works.
Okay.
Um, and also, it's a prestigious. There are many prestigious universities in Sweden like Lund, Uppsala, KTH, Chalmers, etc. So they are in the top rank.
Mm-hmm.
And also the innovative learning, practical kind of learning. It's not just theory. They just try to connect these theories with the practical. Uh, so when we study, the universities also they are working with different companies, and you get the opportunity to work with the many projects and these kind of things. Then and there are a lot of English teaching programs here. It's not just Swedish. A lot of universities offering English thought programs.
Okay. I was not aware. I thought it's mostly in Swedish.
Yeah,
I
but
think
when
only
it comes
Chalmers
bachelors,
offers.
we cannot find so many.
Mm-hmm.
Masters you can find a lot, but there
Okay.
are still many other things that, especially people from India, for example, or Asian countries, there are some unique things when it comes to Sweden. First thing is like they can bring their spouse when they are coming to Sweden, right? When they
Oh.
apply for the study permit, they can bring their spouse and kids. And this spouse, they can work unlimited. There is no time limit for the part-time jobs, and also the students, they don't have any time limit, because when it comes to Germany, Denmark, Finland, these all countries put forward this kind of weekly limits like 20, 30 hours per week. But Sweden,
Okay.
you can work unlimited if you have time. But of course, the first focus should be study. That
Yes.
you should keep always in mind, and you can do a couple of part-time jobs, and we cannot guarantee in the beginning that you will get a
Mm-hmm.
part-time job for sure. It will of course take some time,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to be prepared as well. And uh, and another thing is that the age is not a matter in Sweden, like for doing masters. uh,
Mm-hmm.
Age, and if you have any back purpose while you studied, like, because some students, they when they study, they have a lot of back purpose and all, right?
Yeah.
So only matters is you must complete a degree, and you must have the certificate and mark list. And age also doesn't matter that much. 35, 40 works with the visa and everything so far. I have
Oh.
also some students with that, so that's okay. Then the students can get a 1 year job search after studies, like a post study work permit, you can say that. So they will get enough time to stay in
So they have
Sweden,
1 year basically to look for jobs.
look for job after studies. But of course, if you are experienced and if you have the that skill, you can even search for job early while you're studying. Because I know that a lot of IT professionals, they they come to Sweden, and in 6 months, 1 year, they find a job. But it depends on the skill,
Right.
Sweden loves to have good skilled people.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also
And
nominal fee is another attracting thing, because when compared to UK, Australia, Canada, US, um, the tuition fee offered by the universities from Sweden is quite nominal. Like it's not that high, and they have the option to pay like 6 months fee only. So students won't have the burden to pay the 1 year tuition fee. For example, if the 1 year tuition fee is like 12,000, 30,000 euro, they can only
mhm.
pay like half in the beginning before they apply
Okay.
for the visa. So
Okay.
that's another thing. And IELTS, some university, but early Sweden was not strict with IELTS English test. But now,
Mm-hmm.
last intake, they introduce this as a one of the eligibility criteria to study in
Okay.
Sweden. But still, some universities are considering without IELTS. And of course, you get a Schengen visa. You can travel many countries in Europe if
I
you
think
have.
it's 192 countries or something or
No,
more.
Schengen region is like 29 countries within Europe
Aha.
without any visa. And
Oh,
190 is a passport, Swedish
right,
passport.
right, right.
Yeah, if you have the
I
Swedish
got that.
passport.
Yeah, because I had the passport, so I got
Ah,
confused.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, this is Schengen. You can travel without any visa for students. Yeah, because when they have the vacation or something, they can just roam around Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. And the
Okay.
scholarship opportunities, many universities offer scholarship from 25 to 75%.
Okay.
Individual universities. Um,
And what is the
and
criteria for the scholarship?
it depends on different universities.
Okay.
Some universities, they need a motivation letter, and they consider your experience, your score from the previous education, uh, and motivation letter why you applied for that particular study. And motivation is very important in Sweden. Uh,
Right, right,
yeah.
right. And
Uh,
what do you think, like, what fields have more like scope here in like 2025 and in the future now, like any particular field in IT or any proper, any
it's been
particular.
IT always. I would say IT is a little bit more upfront. But
Okay.
of course, the main thing that it's like an advice. Those who are coming to Sweden, please prepare. You should have a plan and systematic plan before you
Mhm.
plan to come to Sweden. Um, for example, this language is very important for some professions, but IT, it's not a big problem, but when it
Mhm.
comes to management, business kind of things, language is important. So I always advise my students to learn language when they're already in India, so that when they are here, it will be good for them to search for part-time jobs, maybe for full-time. uh,
Right.
it will be nice. So
And what about the accommodation for students?
accommodation, for students, universities provide accommodation for students, uh,
Okay.
but
Is
the
it
tricky
paid
thing,
or do they have to pay, or is it like free or
no, no,
included in the
they must
tuition
pay.
fee?
Yeah, they must pay. Yeah,
Okay.
it range from 3,000 to 4,500 crowns.
Okay.
Depends on the location, university. Yeah, so it's a range.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And
and
what is your experience about students who come here, like the weather conditions and the loneliness factor, and they're coming away from their family and home first time maybe? So,
yeah, yeah. In the first winter, it will be difficult for everyone.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
better to prepare themselves. And I also try to give some tips in the beginning.
Hmm.
So
Right.
bring that and be prepared
Yeah.
for that. It's going to be dark and cold winter. So in the beginning, it's a little bit low, and when they experience one winter, they will automatically adapt to
Yeah.
the weather. And especially south part of Sweden is okay, actually. This Gothenburg, Jönköping,
Hmm.
this there are a lot of universities below Stockholm and above Stockholm is like Uppsala, Umeå, Luleå. uh, there is a little bit hard,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
because it's always like a minus in the, but at
Yeah.
least in Gothenburg, we have some, even though we have rainy and uh,
Cloudy.
cloudy, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, we can manage, and I think after few 1 or 2 years, 1 or 2 winters, you get used to, and you
exactly.
figure out ways.
Yeah,
You meet new people, and you have like you build a community. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. uh,
And
humans know how to adapt.
yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. And what do
and
you think? Yeah.
yeah, after studies they need to work for 4 years to get the PR, as you know,
Mhm.
as of now, but we don't know what will happen. uh,
Yes,
yeah,
rules are changing.
and also when they are here, government, they give free language program. uh, but
Okay.
but but still I always advise them to prepare a little bit. If they get admitted to some university,
Mm-hmm.
start the language preparation as a first preparation to come to Sweden, and then yeah, that's
Right.
my advice. So these are some of the good things with Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
um, from
And what are
my
the documents, documentation? Is it like big hassle, or
Oh
it's
no,
okay, can manage?
admission to Swedish universities and visa, everything is like transparent, and
Okay.
yeah, like we don't need any complicated documentation or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And how much amount do you think, like the visa process as well as the fees, the total amount approximately, people should be, prepared in their mind to have like a savings
yeah,
or
yeah.
that much amount?
Let's say for the program application, like for the university, we need like a
Mm-hmm.
passport, degree certificate, transcript. So the transcript must be ready, so they don't need to look after the transcript after the application. So then the mark list, basically, or consolidated mark list.
Right.
Then the letter of motivation is very, very important in Sweden. Why they are applying for that position, for that program. And then letter of recommendation is good,
Mm-hmm.
updated CV. But the main documents is passport, degree certificate, 10th, 12th, letter of motivation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the program
Mm-hmm.
application. And the fee for the application fee is like 900 SEK. And
Okay.
for master program, they can apply up to four options, four
Okay.
programs. It's not just any universities. You can apply for four programs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 900 SEK. And then when it comes to visa application, for the adults, it's like 1,500 Swedish crown, and for
Mm-hmm.
kids, it's the 750.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for the visa application or residence permit application, we need the offer letter, passport, Nowadays they started asking experience letters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also
Kids in the
implement.
sense you said kids means they have to like they can come for bachelors, you mean? Or
Sorry.
you said that kids have to pay so much fee. So what age of kids can come, and do you mean like
No,
bachelors or
no, no, no. I mean, the spouse and kids when they come, they need to also apply for
okay.
the. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like okay, if the student is coming with their family, then they
yeah.
have to
In
pay.
that case, we need to pay application visa application fee for the kids.
Okay.
That is the half of
Okay.
the adults amount. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the fee range, like approximately, which
Oh,
for the master's program?
for the master program, it's like 12 to 14,000 euro. Basic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it depends on the program and universities. Engineering programs are a little bit high,
Mm-hmm.
business a little bit low. So it depends on the program and the
Right.
university. And bachelor program is like 100,000 to one. I'm mixing euro and SEK.
Yeah, it's okay. I will I will
Yeah,
mention the currency exchange
yeah, yeah.
rate.
So 100 to 130 per year for bachelors.
Okay.
It's a 3 year
Mm-hmm.
program, bachelors
Mm-hmm.
in Sweden. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So have you also studied here, or did you study
Yeah, yeah.
something else?
I did my masters here.
Okay.
Yeah, then
In which field? Engineering.
yeah, production
Okay.
engineering. Yes, yes,
Okay. And I think you're also working currently, and then you're
yes. I'm
also
working.
doing
Yes,
this
yes.
business.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that is also another, I think, plus point in Sweden that you can also do a
Exactly.
full-time job and you can do a full-time
Yeah,
business, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
not so encouraged in India and other countries, I
Oh,
think.
yeah. You don't
Yeah.
get time to do that. That's it'll be a little bit more flexible and yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely, definitely. I think you have like, covered so many like important and amazing points, which but it is there in everybody's mind, but then there are not enough people to ask all these details.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's so amazing, and that is the reason we collaborated and started this series so that if students have any questions or any,
Yeah,
of course, we are helping them to come here. So Shamnal has a full-fledged consultancy. So if you are looking or planning to come to Sweden to study, so when do you think, Shamnal, that they should start the application process? Because I think there are different
yeah. We have two
months
index.
for
We
intake,
have two index for Sweden. Uh,
right?
the August one is the big intake, I would say. Like all the
Okay.
universities in Sweden are participating for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the deadline has already passed for the high range universities like Lund, these kind of top ranked universities. But still, there are other universities taking late applications. So
Okay.
so you have the opportunity to apply until the end of March. So
Okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
there is one intake in January as well, but not many universities are participating in that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
so we cannot find a lot of programs during that intake. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So March and then again next is August, is it, or September?
August and January intake, but the
Hmm.
application for the August intake start from October mid to January mid.
Okay.
Yeah, but still some universities open. They are taking application until the end of March.
Okay.
And for the January intake, they start I think from the mid of June until the
Okay.
October mid. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's good to know because if you guys are planning, then you can definitely follow these timelines,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you can also immediately get in touch with us if you are looking for guidance because Samnal is
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
yes. So if he can guide properly so that you don't make any mistakes and don't waste your time in the application process. So if you follow the right steps, then you can directly come and I think even save a lot of money and time.
Yeah, because now the residence permit is not that easy like before, because
Hmm.
you need to have a proper documentation, and if because they have started also interview for the students.
Okay.
Yeah, for last 2 years we are experiencing like a little bit. They are tightening the
Okay.
process. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
earlier there was no interview for students to come to Sweden, but they have
Okay.
implemented from last 2 years
So where does this interview take place? Is it in
in New
India, like
Delhi, in the
embassy?
embassy in New Delhi.
Okay.
So they have to book a time and go there, and they will ask some questions,
Mm-hmm.
both study related. and I'm also preparing them to attend this interview so that,
Okay.
yeah, because many students are very nervous, you know.
Mm,
Yeah, because
right.
they ask a lot of yeah, a lot of questions.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
so they need to prepare for this if they are
Yeah.
going for
Proper
the interview.
preparation
Yeah,
is required.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, these are like, this is just like a few topics we have touched base upon. Of course, Shamnath has detailed knowledge and he's already been working in this field past 5 to 6 years. So he has lot of like real time cases also, like because he has got more than 100 people here as of now. So definitely we want to talk much more in detail, but of course we can't cover everything in one video.
Yeah,
So we are going to have this series. So if you have any questions, you can please mention under this in the comment section under this video, and we are going to take every comment and we are going to make videos on that so that you get like kind of a personalized guidance and all
that's
the
a good idea.
information
Yeah.
what you need. Yeah, because I know I get so many messages almost everyday basis, and people, of course, recently I think we helped a girl, and she also was not able to find something in Sweden, but we. I think Shamnath found something for her which suited her profile and everything in Finland, right?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, these are other options also we explored. Like, so if you like get guidance, it's not like, okay, you can't make it to Sweden, so you just
Mm.
sit there for one, two
Yeah,
years. No, it's not like that. Whatever it's suitable for you will help you to find in nearby, in any of the Scandinavian countries also, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, because that case, the problem was that to study masters in Sweden, it's very
Hmm.
important point to note. To study masters in Sweden, you must have at least 4 years of bachelor degree.
Right.
That girl, she had only 3 years of bachelor degree, so that's why we couldn't apply to Sweden.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that's
what do
one.
you suggest people who have, because we only have 3 years of bachelor's
Yeah, in
study.
India, yeah, because some we have this Bachelor of Arts, Commerce, yeah, BCom, BA. These are all 3 years, so they are not eligible actually to apply for masters
Right.
in Sweden. Yeah,
So, what they can do in this case, like,
either they can apply for bachelors again, one more bachelors, or
okay.
they must have at least 1 year of some other education.
Mhm. Maybe some diploma or
Exactly.
course or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
that
Or
can help.
maybe if somebody finish BA, then they can complete
Mhm.
MA or MCom, and then they can apply for another master in Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Understand.
yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Shamnath, for such amazing insights and so much of information. Of course, it's a very, very big topic, so we just can't give you all the information in one video. So stay tuned for this series. We are going to have multiple parts so that we cover and touch base on each and every topic and each and every question or obstacle in your mind about Sweden. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave your comments under this video because we are going to take up each and every comment and make a detailed explanation and get back to you and make videos on that. So thank you so much, Ramnath, for your time for today.
Thank you.
And let's connect again and
Yeah, sure.
um, give all the information what people need about Sweden.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.